gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
Can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war room.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Right, hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. I'm your host today, Mark Machaca. Got ourselves a teams match. Got ourselves, I think, a very interesting teams match. We got Bullets Over Broadway going up against Sexual Chocolate. Very nice. I think it's been a while since we've seen Bullets Over Broadway. I honestly do not remember the last time we saw them. Because this is a part where I would have asked, "Hey, Dylan, or Pace, hey, when was the last time we saw them?" And I'm like, I don't know. But you know what? They're back here this year. I'm sure. Oh, Blame Canada. Okay, we saw them against Blame Canada. That was when it was. Thank you, chat. Uh, so, but you know what? Like, yeah, end up falling over to Blame Canada. I'm sure you know what they coming in this year. New year, new them. It's what they're looking to do. Sexual Chocolate hasn't been that long. Unfortunately, last time we saw them was in a title match where they unfortunately got taken down by Judgment City. But you know, a lot of people have been taken down by Judgment City. So you know, not too much shame in that going down. You know, they also held the title not that long ago. You know, a few teams do that. Good on them. They beat some bums to get it. You know, it is what it is. Just go ahead and bring in your teams. I feel like I'm babbling. We're gonna bring in Sexual Chocolate. Here's Amadou and Ryan. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty well. I haven't felt like I got to say second chocolate. That boy good in a minute. Yeah, some hacks for sure that we beat. But they're good. They're overall. I'm actually very surprised because I'm coming in here pretty relaxed, not like registering that we're playing Kirk and the greatest fucking melee player of all time in my estimation. And I'm good, ready to go and chilling. How are you?
I'm kind of trying to find my calm center at this point, but you know, part of me, even before while we were prepping, I'm still thinking back to our title match. But even then, like yeah, knowing we're going against Kirk and the guy who I failed to beat for a singles championship, yeah, trust me, that chip is still on my shoulder there. So I'm hoping to at least find some satisfaction tonight. Now look, it's still going to be a very friendly, competitive match, and I'm not going to be like a dick and just like challenge straight out the head. Let some other player do that. Not anyone here, but you know, this is just this. Like, if there was a lesser team or a team who knew that they couldn't beat Drew, who knew they couldn't beat Andrew and Kirk, would pull that off. But we're going to keep this civil. We're going to keep this friendly. You know.
Okay. Very, very gentlemanly of you. Bringing your opponents, the Bullets Over Broadway, Kirk, Andrew. Hey.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark. We don't want to remember the last time we were here either.
We've been
or
here
the time
recently?
before that. Or the time before that. Or the time before that. We've had a little string of bad luck. And you know, how do we get back on it this season? We've got to play the former champs. Great. That'll be fun. But no, honestly, I will say this in all honesty, other than Bullets Over Broadway, Sexual Chocolate is my favorite team in the league. I'm so happy to see them win the championship. But they've had it. They had their moment, and they'll get there again. We need to have our moment now.
Yeah. Ryan, Buddy, Bubala, Brew. What's up, my guy? You're going down. I don't know.
All right, yeah, I think we'll break up the trash talk here. Let's go and get started. Round number one. It's going to work like this. You're going to get 8 questions, 8 general categories. You're going to have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, we'll ask that you show and verbalize your answer. And then you get a point for each correct answer. Any one of you gets all 8 correct, you receive a bonus question, also worth a point. And both teams get 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Anything else?
Yeah, even though they won the Super Bowl, the Eagles still suck, right?
Okay, make it there next time.
Okay. Your first question comes in the category of comedy. In 1978's Up in Smoke, Man and Pedro bond over what drug? Alrighty. Yeah. A lot of people tend to do that, I guess, bonding over drugs. Maybe some of life's great friendships, just bonding over the drugs. Can't think of any on. Wait, Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey. That's one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ryan.
I have marijuana, aka Mary Jane, the reefer, the devil's lettuce.
All right. I don't have a couple of those here. Andrew.
Jazz cabbage, also known as marijuana.
Okay. Rue.
Yes, that one, marijuana.
And Kirk.
I'm not cool enough to know any of those nicknames. I said marijuana/weed in case I didn't spell marijuana right.
Marijuana, weed, and the writer also put a ton of nicknames here. Whether or not I didn't know what weed was, so we're all good. All are correct. Next question come in the category of westerns. Who directed Wyatt Earp? For those of you at home, the nicknames I have here are Hash, Green, Doobies, Mary Jane, Ganja, Chronic, Skunk, the Sticky Icky, and Cannabis, in case you guys were scientists or whatever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Bar.
I don't know. So I said Lawrence Kasdan.
Okay. Root.
First time I couldn't pull something out my ass last minute. Nothing.
Okay. Kirk.
I said Kevin Costner.
Ryan.
I also wrote an actor who directed. I just wrote Clint Eastwood.
One of you is correct. And it is Bar. Lawrence Kasdan.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
So Bolt's taking the lead 3-2. Going into your next question, the category of war. An American Sniper, Chris Kyle, is sent on his first tour after which national event? Those events. I don't even know. There was one thing. You know what? No, I'll save it for that. It'd be funnier then. Also, when I'm not technically doing stuff, I should count down now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
I assumed 9/11.
All right, Kirk.
Also said 9/11.
Ryan.
That question threw me that fuck off. I just wrote Olympics.
Okay, and Bar.
9/11.
9/11 is correct. Yeah.
I don't call that a national event, honestly.
I was a little like, but I knew what he was going for.
I know, no, I'm not going to throw any challenges. I'm like, personally, I don't call that a national event.
Next question in the category romantic comedies. Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall play the lead characters in which 1987 rom-com? 1987 rom-com. I guess rom-com. Can that be one word? Be 2 words? You could say it's on one word.
2.
Yeah. This is the banter, guys, when I'm by myself. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk.
Phonetically, I got it right. Mannequin.
Ryan.
Yeah. Mannequin.
Bar.
So I said mannequin, and I kind of did the phonetics. That's what I was trying to spell.
Okay. Rue.
Funny enough, I just told a story about how my friend called these things Dominicans. Mannequin.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, mannequin is correct. Clean sweep there. Going into your next question, the category of crime. In Strangers on a Train, Bruno asks Guy to kill someone with what relation to Bruno? And that got our score 7-5. Bullets advantage. And that's quite a conundrum, man. Asking strangers, to kill people for you. Never tried it myself. It seems like decent time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go back over to Ryan.
I said his uncle.
Okay, Bar.
I think they were supposed to kill each other's like wives.
All right, Rue
I guess brother.
and Kirk.
I said his father.
His father
God,
is correct.
Nice
So,
job.
Bullets wide in the lead there, 8-5. Going into your next question, the category of Oscars. Where was going to go? Both Bullets Over Broadway and 2000's Chocolat received Oscar nominations in what category?
Great.
Yeah. This is
Oh no.
yeah. No, this is I guess it was a callback or like bringing up stuff, like
Oh, I
yeah.
get it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Damn it.
Pens down, right? Let's go to Bar.
That supporting actress?
Okay. Rue.
They didn't say sexual anywhere in that question. Though. I just said best original screenplay.
That was the other one.
Kirk.
I said best supporting actress.
Okay. And Ryan.
Well, fuck. I wrote like set and costume, but set. Yeah.
Best supporting actress is correct. So
Oh,
Bullets
my
wide in the lead
hands, you
again
son
at
of a
10-5. Going into your penultimate question in the round in the category recent releases. Which recent release is about a pair of friends who crash a New Year's Eve party when at midnight all the technology becomes sentient and attempts to kill them? That was a mouthful. I mean, I'll just say this. I really don't want to read that again. Just dropping hints for everybody here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Rue.
Y2K.
Oh God.
Kirk.
Don't have it. Of course, it's Y2K.
Ryan.
Y2K.
And Bar.
Y2K.
Y2K is correct. 11-7 is your score. Going into your final question, round number 1. Actors and actresses, the category. I don't know why I was better for you. Anyway, actors and actresses. Who appears in Jumper, The Virgin Suicides, and Life as a House? The fuck is that last movie? Never even heard of that one. What is...
Life.
No, the other two. Seen the other two. Honestly, the first one I think is kind of underrated. I think it's an enjoyable movie. Yeah, that third one. The fuck is that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kirk.
Kirsten Dunst.
Okay, Ryan.
Diane Lane.
Bar.
Hayden Christensen?
And Rue.
That's the only person I know in any of these movies, Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen is correct.
Filmography.
With that, Bolts Over Broadway leading us with 12. Sexual Chocolate right behind with 8. And as I asked Dylan, hey, is that what you got? And he said, yeah, sure. Hopefully it's what we got. Going into round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both teams will get a chance to spin our wheel. They like what they land on the first time, they can keep it, or they can like to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. You get 5 questions, whatever category you land on, worth 2 points apiece, or you can check down to multiple choice for 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so please, everybody watch your asses on that one. The categories that you can spin today are directed by Mike Nichols and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which are our strength categories, as well as musicals, comic book movies, romantic comedies, horror, Oscars, recent releases, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Bullets, you are ahead, so would you like to spin first or defer?
We're going to defer, right?
Yeah.
We'll defer.
Yeah, got it. Then Sexual Chocolate, this will be your first spin. You land on romantic comedies. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
So, how do you feel about this? There's a good number of things we really, really don't want.
Yeah.
I don't mind this. We're just down by a little bit, but if we get something we really don't want, it can kind of be game over. So, how do you feel?
I'm not really against this one either, but I do feel like we really do need to make a huge jump back. I'm willing to take that risk to spin again.
All right. We'll go for it and hope the wheel doesn't screw us every time the way it always does with this. So we'll go for it. Yeah, spin again.
All right. Spinning again. And you will land. Well, look at that. We want you to have romantic comedies.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
So, yeah, I'll give you a question for romantic comedies. Here's your first question. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Aaron Eckhart co-star in which rom-com?
No reservations.
Yes. I was trying to remember the name of it. Yes, that's it.
Okay. No reservations. Final answer.
Yeah, it's that piece of shit. That is correct for 2 points.
Oh no, I kind of enjoy it.
Your next question. What country does Stella fly to for a vacation where she meets Winston and how Stella got her groove back?
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Jamaica. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
You're gonna ask Sexual Chocolate that?
Glad they did.
Your next question. In Irma La Deuce, what was Nestor's job before he was fired?
I think he was a cop.
I don't know this at all. How confident are you?
This is another. I don't remember all of it, but I do remember at the time when I was trying to get familiar with Jack Lemmon.
You want to go multiple?
2.
Repeat
1.
the question, please.
Yeah, repeat it. Sorry.
All right. As your first repeat your question again. In Irma La Deuce, what was Nestor's job before he was fired?
Okay, if you feel really, really good about it, we might as well go cop. But I was thinking of going multiple just in case there's something you forget. But you seem confident.
I do feel I'm gonna go with my instinct. If I'm wrong, then that's on me.
All right, go with it.
Cop. Final answer.
3. That is correct for 2 points.
Good stuff, Ryan.
Oh shit.
All right, and your penultimate question in the category. Who directed Yesterday?
That's Danny Boyle.
Go.
Danny Boyle. Final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points.
I also really like that movie.
And your final question in romantic comedies. Crossing Delancey is set in which city?
I have no idea what that is. No clue what that is.
Nothing's helping me either. So
all right, this is question 5, right?
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
Choice options are A, Los Angeles, B, New York City, C, Chicago, or D, Philadelphia.
I have no inkling. Do you have any inkling out of any of those? We can repeat the options to kind of just try to decide, but I really got nothing.
Yeah, let me just hear the options again.
And, your options
repeat the options,
again.
please.
A, Los Angeles, B, New York City, C, Chicago, or D, Philadelphia.
Crossing Delancey.
Maybe Regina. Maybe. I don't.
I'm really not. I mean, I got nothing. Honestly, let's just go with it. Yeah.
4,
okay.
3.
D
2.
as in dog. Final answer.
D, Philadelphia is incorrect. Going to bullets for the 1 point steal.
Dog shit. So that's fine.
A, Los Angeles, B, New York City, C, Chicago, or D, Philadelphia.
Anything?
I've only heard of this movie by name. I would probably go with Chicago.
You gonna do Chicago?
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Okay.
Chicago, final answer?
That is also incorrect. We're looking for B, New York City.
Okay, then.
Always West or East Coast.
Good round, though, Ryan. Really good round.
Yeah, it was a good round. Sexual Shotgun, their score up to 16. Bullets still at 12. And we're going to bring back up the wheel, and this will be Bullet's first spin. Let's see if, again, you're going to land on horror. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we spin again.
Yeah, I think we're at. We got to spin again.
Yep.
All right, we'll spin again.
All right, folks, we're getting all 4 spins of the wheel today, and you're going to land on recent releases.
All right.
Okay.
Recent releases. All right, there we go. Once I find the category, there it is. All right, first question, recent releases. In which recent release do characters tell a story about playing with a dead squirrel that disgust the girls they're sharing about it with?
I have no idea, but I have an inkling of what kind of film it is, so I would go multiple choice.
That's fine. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Snack Shack, B, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, C, Dee Dee, or D, Bottoms?
I have only seen Miller,
hmm
and
I'm thinking it's
not
Albie.
Miller. All right.
I'm thinking that it's Albie.
All right. Go for it.
5.
D, final answer?
D, Bottoms is incorrect. Going over to Sexual Chocolate for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Snack Shack, B, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, C, Dee Dee, or D, Bottoms?
It's Dee Dee.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Final answer.
Sorry, Bar.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. The Apprentice opens in what decade?
It's got. There's no way it's not between two.
Yeah. Do you want to multiple it so they just don't swing 2 points?
Yeah, let's do it. Multiple
Okay.
choice, please.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, 60s, B, the 70s, C, the 80s, or D, the 90s?
I mean, safe choice is Goldsmith.
I think Shakespeare, because it's a little less.
When did Roy Cohn die?
I have no idea.
5, 4.
Let's repeat the options.
Repeat the
please.
options.
All right, your options again are A, the 60s, B, the 70s, C, the 80s, or D, the 90s?
I'm thinking Moliere or Shakespeare because it opens when it opens.
I'd probably go Shakespeare then.
All right.
5, 4.
Go for it.
70s, final answer?
1970s is correct for 1 point.
Okay, cool.
All right, your next question. Who directed It Ends With Us?
Who's in that one?
Who was in it?
Yeah.
That's the one with What's Her Face, Ryan Reynolds' wife. It's the one where she's.
Oh my god, I don't know this guy's name. Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Sean Wang, B, Julio Torres, C, John Crowley, or D, Justin Baldoni?
Oh, I think it's Hammerstein.
Yeah, because that's the. Yeah.
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 I'm pretty sure, in fact.
No, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
D, final answer?
D, Justin Baldoni is correct for
I was
1
waiting
point.
to hear that name.
I knew as soon as I heard that Italian last name, I was like, that's it.
All right,
Which
and
question
here's
is this, Mark?
This is going to be the 4th.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, your next question. In Conclave, Lawrence admits to Bellini that he would like to take what name if he became the Pope?
Why do I feel like I've seen this? Because I've not seen the movie.
I've seen it. I don't know this, but I could. I remember the
5,
conversation. We'll go multiple.
4.
Yeah, multiple choice,
Multiple
please.
choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, John, B, Benedict, C, Lucius, or D, Julius?
I think it's Durang.
Okay. If you were,
Or no, you know what? No. I take it back.
I was going to say
No,
Simon.
no, it's
5, 4.
repeat the options.
All right, as your second, repeat the options. Your options again: A. John, B. Benedict, C. Lucius, or D. Julius.
I actually think it's Shu.
You think it's Shu?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with you on this one.
All right. A. Final answer.
A. John is correct for 1 point.
Nice.
All right, here's your final question. Recent releases. The 6888 focuses on which branch of the armed forces?
I didn't know that this was. Oh no, I guess it was theatrically released. It got an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
5,
You want to go multiple?
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
1. All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. The 6888 focuses on which branch of the armed forces?
Because I'm thinking about their uniforms.
What do they look like?
They're definitely like a dark blue, but I don't think that they're in the Navy.
5.
Do you say Air Force then?
I was going to say Air Force.
Say it.
Air Force, final answer.
That is incorrect. Going over to Sexual Chocolate for the 2-point steal.
So they're definitely flyers and they're in planes. I thought it was Air Force. The other thought for me was Marines.
This is the movie with Kerry Washington, right?
Yes, it is.
I was between Army or Marines.
So they are flying. So
Let's
that's
go
the
to
only
Marines
thing.
then.
3,
Let's go Marines.
2.
Marines,
1.
final answer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for the Army.
Damn it. Sorry, Ryan.
Ugh. Oh.
Oh, with that.
Do you want to take a chance with this, Kirk? Because it seems like they're pretty sure that it.
You want to challenge?
Like, I'm not 100% sure, but
Well, I don't want to challenge and find out they're right.
I also remember planes.
I mean, was it a period piece? Because the Air Force used to be part of the Army.
Piece.
Yeah, the Air Force used to be part of the Army. So if it's a period piece, then it's probably...
Well, if the Air Force used to be part of the Army, then it's still technically a part of the...
Yeah, but it wasn't its own thing. It would be under Army. So I'm not going to challenge.
All right, fine.
Okay, so no challenge.
No.
All right, that does bring an end to round number 2 then. Bullets is got their score up to 15. Sexual Chocolate, though, with 17 with that one steal.
That's not bad.
So with that, we're going into round number 3, which is our Pick Your Poison round. Our teams have drafted from our list of general categories before the match, and they'll now draft from those categories again to see what they will get here in round number 3. They get as many as 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. And once a category is selected, it cannot be selected by their opponent. Teams will confer on all 4 questions they get here. The categories that they can take today are action adventure, musicals, sci-fi fantasy, classics, comic book movies, 1970s, actors and actresses, and crime. We're going to have our competitors pick their categories and hopefully come back to finish this one out. All right, we're back. Our teams have selected their categories, and that's the way it's going to go. We are going to go until one team is mathematically eliminated or we are out of questions. We're going to start with the team that is behind, which today is Bullets over Broadway. So, Bullets, what would you like to take for your 1-point question?
Crime or 70s? What do you want?
Crime.
Crime for 1, please.
Crime for 1. All right. There's your 1-pointer in crime. Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz star in what crime film?
Blow?
That's it. Yep.
Blow, final answer.
That's correct for 1 point. But you're at 16, so you're still behind. What would you like for your 2-point question?
70s, all right. 70s.
All right, down the row. All right, here's your 2-pointer, 70s. What is the name of Quint's boat in Jaws?
It's the orca.
Is it the orca or just orca?
I mean, I think that would be a semantical thing.
I'd say leave the off because I think got a better chance of getting it if it's because I think it just says orca on the side.
Okay, we can do that. Orca, final answer.
Orca, the orca. We accepted both. That's correct for 2 points. All right. So that does put Bullets ahead. 18-17. So Sexual Chocolate. What are we doing for your 1-pointer?
Do you sci-fi or actors and actresses? Doesn't matter either way because 1 or 2 we're gonna get the same. Well, yeah, I'm actually either way. Which one do you want?
I mean, with sci-fi fantasy, I mean, it is like a range. With action actors, though, I mean, it's still regardless of 1 or 2 pointers.
It's 1 or 2. I was thinking let's go actors and actresses. Get that out of the way. Go sci-fi 2.
Okay, let's go with actresses.
Pointer and actors and actresses. Your question. Who has played characters named Macbeth, Reuben Carter, and Frank Lucas?
Denzel.
Yes, Denzel.
I mean, I would say Denzel, and then y'all should get it, but I'm gonna say his whole name, Denzel Washington. Final answer.
Thank
Definitely
you
a
for
challenge.
that.
You really should just take Denzel.
We don't need to get into that today. So we are tied at 18. Sexual Chocolate, you have more questions. So what would you like
Yes.
for your 2-point question?
Sci-fi.
Yeah, sci-fi fantasy.
Cool.
2-pointer, sci-fi fantasy. Your question. Name 2 of Aladdin's 3 wishes in 1992's Aladdin.
So
Well, I believe his first wish is to be made a prince.
yeah, the free the genie for sure.
But wait, does it say name the first 2 or just name 2?
Any two. Free the genie and be made a prince, right?
Okay. All right.
Free the genie, be made a prince. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay. I'm just like semantics again. Like, I just want to make sure the question was heard right.
Yeah.
That does put Sexual Chocolate up 20-18. So we're going back over to Bullets for your 3-pointer.
We're going to need both of these, so I don't think it really matters. But
I'd go musicals first.
okay.
All right.
Unless you feel differently.
Like I said, I don't think we got to hit both of these to get to have a chance. So it's 6-1.
Well, because they're up 2. Yeah. So yeah. Musicals, please.
All right. So your 3-pointer, category musicals. Your question. Which musical's first song sung is titled I Hope I Get It?
That's a chorus line.
Of course, like yeah.
A chorus line. Final answer.
No hesitation. That is correct for 3 big points. Putting them ahead 21-20. Back over to
New
Sexual
thing about
Chocolate.
Family Guy was going to bite us in the ass. I'm right. New thing about Family Guy was going to get us.
Action adventure.
Yes.
All right, we'll take action adventure.
I made a mistake in a previous match going comic book movies, and I overthought it.
All right. So your 3-pointer in action adventure. In Gone in 60 Seconds, what is the city-based nickname of Randall Raines?
Memphis. Yes.
Memphis. Final answer.
Right back again. 3 big points for Sexual Chocolate. Score up to 23. Bullets Over Broadway has 1 question remaining, which is their 4-pointer in the category classics, which they need to hit to stay in the game, or else Sexual Chocolate will win the match. And just as a friendly reminder, Bullets, you have 2 more repeats.
Okay.
So here's your 4-point question in classics. A struggling actress tries to help her friend prove her innocence after he is accused of murdering the husband of a high society entertainer in what 1950 movie?
It sounds like it could be dozens of them.
Is it Hitchcock? Sounds like a Hitchcock.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that
5,
Think about it. I'll do the repeat.
4,
Yeah.
2,
Repeat.
1. All right, that's your second repeat. Your question again. A struggling actress tries to help her friend prove his innocence after he is accused of murdering the husband of a high society entertainer in what 1950 movie?
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
not
that's the one
Hitchcock.
with what's the one with Peter Lorre and oh
The Man Who Knew Too Much.
no, it's in England. It's him and what's his face from
Five,
Keep thinking. All you have to repeat.
4,
Keep
it's
thinking.
oh what is that called?
2,
Repeat the question.
1.
Peter
Right,
Lorre
that's
puts on the costume
your final
and he
repeat. Your
tricks him.
question
Oh,
again.
what is this called? Crap! I'm gonna
A
miss this.
struggling actress tries to help her friend prove his innocence after he is accused of murdering the husband of a high society entertainer in what 1950 movie?
It's Peter Lorre and Charles Lawton.
Oh, I don't know this then.
Oh, what is this called? That's all. That's repeat crap.
5, 4, 3, 2,
And
1.
final answer.
And your winners, Sexual Chocolate. The correct answer was Stage Fright. Stage Fright.
Okay.
That I will take out everybody, and I guess I will do some solo banter here. Yeah, it was a really good match. It, Bullets came out strong here. Round one, put them up 12 points, and like and Sexual Chocolate just deemed fate deemed them to have rom-coms, and they did really well in it, pulling at 8 points. And then Bullets did what they could with recent releases. They were able to check down, not surrender too many points, but in a lot of these cases, just kind of comes down to hitting that 4-pointer, and just wasn't coming today. So unfortunate, but we will go over to Bullets here in their post-match interviews. Yeah, I feel like overall, guys still played really well to get 21 points. Still not bad in the loss. You really played a good round one. Um, try to pull together in those recent release questions. Able to hit that 3-pointer musicals just right off the bat. Just that 4-pointer classic just wasn't coming today. Otherwise, how do you guys feel?
I mean, honestly, coming into this, when I saw that will drop, I did not feel good about this match at all.
Mhm.
That kind of had to go perfectly for us in round two, and it did not. Despite whatever kind of lead we had, I knew it was going to come down to round two and what we got, and we did not get something we needed or wanted, and that made it up. I looked it up. It was not the Charles Lott movie, I think it was, but it was Alfred Hitchcock.
Mhm.
I don't think either of us would have got there, and it didn't matter because they
Yeah,
would.
because I was thinking Torn Curtain, but then that was like
Yeah.
the 60s.
Yeah, and as soon as they hit Action Adventure, that was our only chance for them to miss it because they were hitting comic book movies no matter what. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, schedulers, do me a favor. Next match is schedule. Ignore our first 2 years. Look at our second 2 years. Please schedule us accordingly. We're not doing that hot.
Real quick, Ruin, Ryan, congratulations. You guys did a great job. Yeah, this is. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, losing is always disappointing. This one kind of hurts, though. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Rude Ryan, like I said, great team. Play anybody else, I'm rooting for them. But hopefully we'll get another match here at some point, and maybe figure out how to get a match sooner too. So it seems like our matches are always
We
so
only
few
play
and far
like once or
between.
twice a year now.
Yeah, and we really can't get in the groove of things here. And I think I came to round two. There's a couple things that I wanted to do a little differently, and I think we just couldn't. We didn't click, and we don't get that chance to do that. So, yeah. Also, schedulers, schedule us sooner, please, so we can kind of figure this thing out.
Well, I don't think it'll be that far. I think there's definitely something coming down the pike. Be able to throw in. I mean, I don't know if you just want to play some new people or I don't know, like we got other teams, a bunch of teams going around here. I don't know if you
Can we
want.
play a rookie?
Yeah.
Huh?
Be careful. There's some rookie teams that I don't mess with now. How about like someone been around for a while, hasn't challenged for a title? You know the kind of teams I'm looking for. We need
We need Jim. We need Jim.
There you go. Yeah, give us Jim, and they'll love it.
It's possible. We'll see. We see if Jim is available. We'll call him, but they'll just keep yelling Mike at me. Thank you for showing up today, guys. And we'll bring in your winners today. Sexual Chocolate. Amadou Moses, Ryan Payne. Definitely coming in with the deficit in round one, but took a category. Like this is how the general categories just work sometimes. Even though it's maybe not something quite looking forward to, hey, you just happen to get the questions. Drill them like you need to, and then get steals when you have to, and then put yourself in a pretty good position going in. So yeah, how do you guys feel?
I first off want to say, Bar Kirk, you always heap a lot of praise on me. You heap a lot of praise on us. You two are the guys I'm really, really like. I want y'all to win so bad. It's been some years you've said it, and like every time I see y'all lose, I'm like, damn, I really want these guys to win. So when I saw the matchup, I was like, okay, cool. If they win, cool. If we win, cool. But damn, it does hurt a little bit to see y'all lose just because I don't like it. But I'll say I think this is the first time me and Ryan got to work a category that wasn't our worst or our strength. And I've been wanting to see that for a long time. And we did really good. And it made me really, really happy to see that we were able to just nail that. I feel really, really good about this one.
I mirror a lot of what Amaru said, especially towards Bar and Kirk. I mean, seriously, first starting off, I mean, you guys were 100%, without a doubt, the scariest players I'd ever want to come across. When I first started, seeing how you guys were always like you were either the best in teams or you were always like in the top 10 or 5 of singles players. So it was always really terrifying to ever come across you guys. I mean, I know 100% Bar is tough to beat. I failed to beat him in a singles match. And I knew Kirk was always somebody like, you slip just once, he's going to capitalize on you. And the second round, it definitely benefited us. And normally, I don't hate rom-com movies, but given with this league, usually a general category where you think you're kind of like in the middle of with strength tends to kill you most of the time. But I'm glad that Rue and I finally got to work on something that we could definitely, well, not say balance each other out, but really find see if we really talk it out, discuss amongst ourselves, like really trust each other, we pull it out, and we did it. And honestly, I'd say rom-coms it's not less terrifying, but it's definitely something I won't be afraid to if we ever land on it in a round 2.
100%. And I will say that recent releases round 2 was tough, y'all. That was talking about it. So nothing to hold your heads or hang your heads against, fellas.
Yeah. Listen, I only host these matches. I don't know what's coming down the pike. Just know of general things. Either way, I believe this was your 7th win. I don't know if you guys have any plans to get that 8th win. I don't know who you got.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
yes,
sure.
It is definitely winning. I mean, I want right now at this point after losing the titles, I'm developing a Shorzy attitude of never losing again. But at this point, it's kind of like regardless of who you play us up against, we are at least going to play our hearts out. I mean, every time we play, I always keep reminding myself I need to up my ground game, at least when it comes with round 1, because despite on how well we do in the second round, the first round always sets the tone. And it's one thing. It's like, regardless if it's general trivia, we should be treating it as if it's like we're pinned up against the wall and every question's like dodgeball. We're trying to dodge every fucking question out and get out the way.
Yeah. But whoever we get, Jim, I'll do that. I'm ready for the 8th win.
All right. I don't know. Everybody wants to see Jim back. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's see if they answer our calls. Congratulations again, guys. See you down the road. And that'll do it for us here at Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you for everybody for stopping by. Thank you, Bullets, Kirk, and Bar. Thank you again to our winners again, Sexual Chocolate, Amadou, and Ryan. And thank you to our writers, editors, everybody who puts this show on. And for you, the viewer, to please keep watching. I don't know, like, well, what are we even doing here? Where is my investment going? If you guys are not watching, please watch. And yeah, I'll do it. Just be well, everybody, please.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.